I don't either.
Flesh and bone. Okay. Here we go. It starts in... Let's get the soundboard up in front of me. There we go. Okay, it starts in 3, 2, 1. Coming up on... Oh, did it record? Yeah. Sorry. It's recording. Here we go. Coming up on TMS. Indian food is weird.
Denver kids are out.
Beards are gross.
Try putting less in your face.
There are 4 eyebrows.
Tom's Tech Time.
Reccomentals and more on this episode of The Morning Stream.
You get the benefit of factory-designed and approved tools and equipment. Also, skilled mechanics who know how to use that equipment. Getting a better job done on your car in shorter time naturally means money in your pocket.
If you're going to prevaricate with me, I shall kick you right in the middle of the gentleman's department.
This is The Morning Stream. Behave yourselves.
Hello, everyone. Welcome back to TMS, Wednesday, April 17, 2019. I'm Scott Johnson with Brian Hibbett. Hello.
Hello. Are you being served, Scott? Is that what that was from?
It
that
was
kicked
from
you in
that.
the gentleman's department?
Yeah,
I figured.
Captain Peacock's wife was all pissed in an episode.
Oh, sound like it. Jeez.
Yeah. And like that show was famous for, is always double entendre. Because they were saying, right. I'll kick you in the... Literally kick him while he's in the middle of the gentleman's department, but also the double meaning is that his crotch is the gentleman's department. See, that's what they always did on that show. It was always two ideas in one, and usually one was kind of dirty. So there you go.
Thank you for explaining this to me.
1970s British sitcoms, yo. Actually, that's funny because yesterday it was announced by some organization that the greatest British sitcom of all time list was released. Oh. And number 1 on the list, guess what it was?
Gotta be Faulty Towers.
Correct. What would you say number 2 was? What would you put at number 2?
Number 2.
And keep in mind these are sitcoms, not variety shows. So
right. So Monty Python is out, unfortunately.
Not on there. Yeah.
Oh, that's a good question. What would be number 2?
Chat room's already got number 3. I'll tell you that.
Blackadder.
Blackadder's number 3.
Yeah, that does make sense.
What would you put at number 2 if you had to put one in there? And I wish it was. By the way, KT Data, I complained all last night that Red Dwarf was not on the list at all, which is.
Oh, really? Yeah, Red Dwarf should be on there. It maybe shouldn't be super high, but it should be on there.
Yeah, it's a crime that it's not there.
No, Benny Hill, I would say is a variety comedy show.
I would too.
Sherlock Holmes, not a comedy, not a sitcom.
No, that'd be drama, I think.
Jeez. Well, I mean, the obvious guess would be, Are You Being Served?
Nope, they're not on there either, funny enough.
Wow.
Partly because I think that show is never all that funny. It was just kind of comfort food for people. I don't think it was actually all that brilliant or anything. The Office was on there, but it was like 14th. But number 2, Father Ted.
Father Ted.
Father Ted, a show I've never seen. So
never seen it either.
1990s.
Father Ted.
I guess it was the 90s that was a thing. I don't know much about Father Ted.
Looking at the list now. Father Ted, I'm Alan Partridge. I wonder who's in that. Blackadder, Dad's Army, Only Fools and Horses, Porridge. Of course, there's a British sitcom called Porridge. Absolutely fabulous. The Office, Peep Show. I tried watching that Peep Show. I was like, all right, well, this is kind of funny.
It was okay?
Didn't stick with it. Yeah. It was on Netflix. It was a recommended thing on Netflix, and it didn't last very long.
My thing is I don't like modern ones as much as I like the old stuff. So Father Ted probably is about where my cap would have been, which is probably why I haven't seen it, although I should probably check it out. I hear good things about it. But anyway, that's a fun little thing that came up for no reason. It is. All right. Hey, look at this. Look at this here, you guys. I went to the doctor yesterday and got 3 blood tests. Nothing great.
They tested 3 bloods.
She pulled 3 vials out and marked them for 3 reasons.
Wow.
One is we're just doing the regular old checkup. Oh, what's your cholesterol levels and how's your freaking this and that and whatever. Your white count and all that. Just a normal thing. Otherwise, superficially anyway, from the checkup, everything's great. Good blood pressure, all that stuff's good. And we thought on the way home, like, we need to grab something to eat, but it should be kind of quickish, but also we don't want fast food. What do you want to do? And Kim goes, ooh, let's go to Himalayan Kitchen. It's an Indian food place. And they have a buffet for like $8. And we're like,
nice.
Oh, a buffet, that's good because you can get naan and whatever kind of curry you want and, whatever.
Yeah, you get a chance to see what looks good before you take it, because sometimes, you see all those names on the paneer and blick blut and stuff like that. I don't know. I'm making up names now.
I love a big bowl of blick blut. Oh, it's so
blick
good.
Blut.
Yeah.
But like when you can look at it and say, oh, that's what that is? Oh, I like that. I want some of that.
Yeah. And it's good. Like, they have good food there. I've been there for dinner before and stuff. They don't have the buffet then, but the food is always, authentic, and the music is always like the really high-pitched sort of Bollywood kind of thing, so it feels very authentic in there and all that. That could be offensive to some. I don't mean it to be, but
oh, that's all right. Hey, I don't get the emails.
I don't know if you've noticed this, but my mic is doing that thing again. Hold on. There we go. Fixed? No. Fixed? Maybe. Yeah. I've noticed that they always have, or I've always had this question: why, when the men sing in your Bollywood style music, it's normal. It's like, hey, they get a normal kind of cadence and voice or whatever. Yeah. The women are always like this high pitch, like destroy the glass kind of pitch. Can someone explain to me why that is? Why is that a thing?
I just think that's their voices. I don't think that's like. I think that might just be the kind of voices that were attractive sounding to music buyers, and so those were the ones that were most popular, and so those stars kind of rose to the top, like Asha Bosley, who was forever immortalized in the song "Brimful of Asha."
Yeah, I loved her on what's again? Now I've lost I lost the thread. I was thinking of Tom Bosley. And therefore...
and you were going to say 8 is enough? Tom Bosley. Tom
Bosley from the show with
Newhart.
The Fonz on it. No, the Fonz. It's called...
Happy Days?
Happy
Days.
Sure. Tom Bosley.
That's right, he was Mr. C.
Oh, my Lord, that was hard.
Tom Poston for some reason. Yes.
It's all good. Tom Poston. Well, those guys are from the same era. I almost said shame era. But anyway...
The shame era.
So probably it is cultural. Kind of like when you watch an anime... and the dudes all talk like dudes, but the ladies all go really high-pitched and kind of schoolgirly. And I know lots of Japanese people who don't talk like that. So
right, exactly. And you know what? There's even Eastern Indian singers who don't sound like that. Trying to think of like, was Ima Sumac? Was she Eastern Indian? No, I don't think she was. I'm not sure where she was from. But there are. Oh my God, who's the woman who did Kashmir a couple of years ago? Really amazing version of Led Zeppelin's Kashmir. Eastern Indian singer with a mid-range voice. Really, really good. But yeah, I mean, I think that's just what they had in for the Bollywood kind of stuff. It's like, all right, this stuff works for us. It's a very distinct voice compared to the men's, and we can have the back and forth and all that. Yeah, I don't know.
It must be.
I think you could. There's probably stuff. Wow, why do American singers all sing nasally and
or why do they
have
all
that weird vocal inflection that makes them sound like they're saying 3 syllables for the word no?
Yeah, I hate that.
Yeah.
You know what? You're right. Someone's hearing that some other country and they're going, "What the frick is that?" They're hearing that and they're like, "Why are you doing it?" Okay, now I get it. It's all coming around to me now.
Why is she singing "gone"? Don't they know how to pronounce the word "gone"? Gone.
My niece does this when she sings. I know. She has a beautiful voice, but she does that accent thing or that heroin.
That weird affectation. It's an affectation.
Yeah, like you got a pound of heroin in your gut, Anyway, so there's that.
Yeah, Ofra Hazy, or Ohaza. I loved Ofra Haza.
What's Ofra Haza? I don't know what that is.
She was she was an Israeli artist, produced by Thomas Dolby. Like he produced one of her albums, Blinded by Science, Thomas Dolby. And what was her big hit? Gobbly? Oh, Gobbly? Shoot, what was it? I gotta look it up. Because I think that this was like this was a hit when you and I were, early 90s. out of high school, maybe in college, just kind of listen to music. I don't know.
All right.
I'm trying to think of what that song was. Gobbly?
Gobbly? Sure.
Gobbly?
Oh, check
Shoot,
this out.
What was it?
Listen to this. Let's see. Okay, this is weird. We can skip it. I don't know. Skip it. There it is.
There it is. There's that voice. Yep.
I need to know more about why that is a thing.
Here you go. Listen to this right here. Like jump maybe to yeah.
All right, I'm playing it. Here we go. I'll skip ahead a little bit.
Gotta wait till we get to the chorus.
All right, skip ahead a little bit. This is Ofra Haza. This is the one you were talking
Ofra
about.
Haza. Yeah, produced by Thomas Dolby.
I kind of like
that.
that.
If you hit play, it goes right into the chorus from there.
Oh, there's more. Okay.
Oh, almost. I guess we get that.
Kind of into it.
Yeah.
Okay, I have no. See, this is the thing. I was just talking last week about how much I was really into that Cuban stuff. I like culturally interesting, diverse, different than what I hear.
Yeah, like we were listening to that French rap, or it was not French rap. It was another country. We were talking about French rap based on that. What was it?
It was some other rap, right?
It was some other rap, Swedish rap or something, Italian rap. That's right. Yeah, thank you, Bama Born. Yeah, right. It was Italian artist because she ate pizza on her YouTube cover.
Right. That's right. I forget about
Italian rap. That was great. Yeah.
And I understand all of it. I do, but I don't get this. I mean, that's just full on. I don't get it. And listen, yeah. This isn't me. I'm not being discriminatory. I couldn't sit and listen to that very long.
No,
it's just too much. But
it's a little helium for my taste.
Yeah, exactly, and that's why. I took a total offshoot here, but we're sitting there, and that's the music that's playing. So my point was, it made the place and the food feel more authentic, right? So, we get there, and I hear the music, and it's playing, and I expect to walk in and see a bustling lunch crowd.
Mm-hmm.
It's only us. And there's an entire buffet full of food, and it's just Kim and I. And that was weird. Isn't that weird?
That was really weird. It's lunchtime. This is like noon, 12:30?
12:30-ish, something like that. And there's nobody there but me and Kim and this one server dude who, for all I know... Go ahead. What?
Does that worry you a little bit? Like, yes. What do they know that you don't know?
That is exactly what my thought was. Like, is there something wrong? Is there like, has this place had a problem and I haven't heard?
Right, yeah.
Like, what are we getting ourselves into here? And it's so good. I mean, I think they are very busy at dinner because I've been there. I've seen it. I think maybe they just aren't considered like a lunch thing, and maybe the buffet is to draw people there, and it's still not working or something, or I don't know.
I mean, curries are kind of a heavier lunch. You know, it's not like a salad, get back to the grind kind of thing. I mean, it's like it's a heavier, saucier lunch. I don't know.
That's true. There's a lot of gravies and things and stuff. It was very good, though, and I have no complaints about the food. Felt great after. No problems.
Yeah, so. I got to read Jay Calhoun's note. I went into an Indian buffet like 3 weeks ago right after it opened. I was the only one there. I had to go to the bathroom. I plugged up the toilet.
Nice. That's the worst haiku I've read today. That is some sweet haiku.
That's the worst haiku, yes.
Yeah, nice job, Jay Calhoun. Or JC. Well, all right, anyway, so we did that, and it was fine. Why aren't all these kids going to Why aren't kids going to school? What's happening?
There is a manhunt in Colorado for this 18-year-old woman who flew here from Florida, I think Miami.
I heard
she went and picked up a pump action shotgun or something, and some ammunition, and an Uber brought her out to the foothills, which is kind of in the area I live, and because they don't know where she is, they've shut down all the schools in Colorado. She apparently online and with friends has expressed infatuation with the Columbine shooting, which in 3 days, and on Saturday is going to be the 20th anniversary, the 20-year anniversary of Columbine.
Jeez. So she's got some crazy obsession with it, and she's maybe decided to come out on the
anniversary and do something we don't know what. I mean, it's a freaky thing, but it's weird that like she hasn't even issued a specific threat, but because of this, because of just her the fact that nobody knows where she is and she's got this infatuation, all the schools in Denver and Jefferson County are closed.
Wow.
One 18-year-old woman from Florida has shut down all the Denver metro area schools.
That's more than snow can do in Denver.
Right.
Yeah.
Exactly. Even a snow day doesn't usually like take all the counties, but this is crazy. So they're FBI's out here. The police are all going nuts.
Yeah. I mean, if they didn't know, okay, so obviously if she just had an obsession online with the event, that's one thing. But then to know, to track that she's purchased guns and ammo and then flew to Denver 2 days before the thing. I mean, this is it's a credible threat. So the chat room's like, oh, so much pearl clutching. I'm like, no.
No. It's a credible threat.
Yeah, this is legit.
It's just amazing that all this, again, nothing specific, no specific threats. I mean, she is a threat. There's no doubt that there's something nefarious. She's not flying out to Colorado 2 days before Columbine, immediately going to buy a gun and wearing black shirt and camo pants and getting brought out to Jefferson County where Columbine High School is.
Right.
Without there being a lot of potential for something nefarious going on. So, I mean, it's valid, but boy, oh boy. I mean, just the fact that all the schools are shut down here because of that. It's crazy.
Yeah, and I can't believe she's younger than Nick. That's insane. She doesn't look it. She looks 30.
She does not look 18.
Yeah. And who is 18 and 100% fully obsessed with Columbine? Why is that a thing?
Right, exactly. And it has basically has a plan to fly out to Colorado and buy a gun at 18. I wasn't thinking about that at 18. I was like, ColecoVision, or I guess probably a little older than that, but NES.
No kidding. Hey, City and I actually set foot in that Pearl, Mississippi high school that had the shooting when I was down in Mississippi for a while. He's bringing up the fact that 2 years later you had Pearl, and then you had I don't clearly Columbine. I don't think Columbine was the first school shooting of any record, but it was certainly a modern example of a new era of it.
Right.
Well, let's hope they catch her.
Yeah, I hope so. Hey, but you know what, Scott?
Yeah.
I've got happier news. Can I tell the happier news?
Please do.
Let's give you guys some happier news. We have the full lineup announceable for Viva TMS Vegas. We got confirmations last night. The last confirmations we were hinging on, and this is the one that we were hoping for.
Yeah. Since
the Plaza situation fell through. All right. Yeah. So let's recap. Thursday we have the overpants thing. Now, there's a chance that so doors will open at 5:30 at the HyperX Esports Arena. So you want to get there. You want to get there and be there for when doors open. We're going to be hanging out there. We're going to be doing a little bit of welcoming and stuff like that. I'll you'll grab a drink. You'll grab something to eat if you want to, and we'll all be there hanging out. Who knows what happens after that? We'll that ends at 10. So who knows? Maybe we'll just find a great bar there at the Luxor and hang out there, or do something fun nearby.
Whatever anybody wants to do, kind of. We keep it nice.
Exactly. Nothing official. Just whatever everyone wants to do. All right. That's Thursday. Friday we've got the showing of Endgame that a bunch of us are going to, and still I don't know if there's seats available, but you're welcome to try at the Cinnabar Palace Station. Friday afternoon, I'm going to jump off the Stratosphere. Again, unofficial. It's an unofficial event. You can come to that if you want. Witness. Maybe my last breath. Who knows?
Will you yell "witness me" as you jump? Will you do that?
If you want, I will. Okay. I don't know if you'll be able to hear it, but that's a great.
All right.
I can totally do
In fact, you should spray your face with with chrome paint with a spray can and
yell. I don't know if I'm going to go that far.
Yell, "Witness me," and that you'll see us all bright or shiny and chrome at the gates of Valhalla. Yep, I'm ready. Let's do it.
All right.
Okay.
We'll see. It might be like, oh, this is look out below. All right, so that's Friday, and then Friday night is a social meetup at the Cornish Pasty. Now, this is a restaurant on Main Street. It's about a mile from the plaza. You just walk straight down Main Street, or you can Uber, taxi, whatever. And it is...
it's the Cornish Pasty, not the Cornish Pasty.
Pasty, right.
Okay.
I made the mistake of saying pasty. No, it's a pasty. The Cornish Pasty is a... is a strip club down the street.
Yeah, don't worry. They're not going to... Okay, so the thing is, if you went in there expecting someone to have pasties on their boobs, they won't.
Right.
But they will have pasties on their boobs, so that'll be good. Yeah.
Now, pasties are these amazing meat pies, meat and vegetable pies. So this place I've been to a couple times, and so glad we're having our social meetup there. What's really cool is it's inside. It feels like a... I don't know, almost like a big wooden lodge, like a bunch of big, long wooden tables, and there's going to be room for everybody to hang out, chat, drink, eat pasties, all that stuff.
Wait, is this isn't the place we went to that looked like...
No, that was the Griffin.
Oh, okay. That was like a Hearthstone bar looking place. That
was
cool.
And they only have DJs on Saturday nights. That was a place we were considering for the Saturday night event, but they only do DJs now.
Great.
Boo.
Boo.
But, who knows? We could still end up there. I guess there are these Cornish pasty places in a lot of different cities. They're saying that there's 4 in Phoenix. TVZ Gun is saying.
Yeah, wherever you find a Cornish, you find a pasty. So
that's right, exactly. So that's the Friday night social event. We're all going to be hanging out there.
Yeah.
Saturday, board gaming. We announced this yesterday. Board gaming at the Plaza. We have a ballroom going to be set up with a bunch of round tables. 15 round tables, 10 seats around each round table, to be specific.
Yeah.
And a ton of board games. So come one, come all. I'm hoping to get some Guns Shown Clever playing, dice game playing with people.
Oh, yeah. I want to see that game in action.
Yeah.
Also, real quick here, we'll put all this schedule stuff on the site, on the Viva TMS Vegas.
Yes, it'll be on Viva TMS Vegas. I'll get that updated today. Yeah. Is Dan the board game man coming?
I haven't confirmed. I'll find out today and let him know that game thing is on, because I think that would be a big determiner for him if he's coming or not.
That would be great. Yeah. Okay. All right. So that we get that for 3 hours. Then we have a little bit of a dinner break, 2-hour dinner break.
Perfect.
Everybody go walk down, and basically here's the deal. Plaza is at one end of Fremont Street. You have 2 hours to make your way down to the other end of Fremont Street, grabbing dinner somewhere along the way, because from 6 to 8 p.m. we've got the Container Park concert going on. It's going to be Brother and Same-Sex Marry, Brother, featuring Scott's nephew.
Yep, my nephew's in that band. You guys have heard him on the show before. They one of my favorite songs of 2018 was made by that band, and they have agreed to come down there and do it. But of course, Same-Sex Marry, a name we all know and love already.
Yes, exactly.
And everyone loves Container Park. Awesome. That place is a rad venue.
It is so cool, and plenty of places to get something to eat there. So you could just make your way down to Container Park, eat at Container Park, and be there for the concert.
Some of the best tacos I ever had, Container Park.
Oh yeah, the tacos are great. And then there's a burger place that I went to at the Fletchers before TMS Vegas last year, before the Bunkhouse, and the place was awesome. So lots of events this year. Instead of just one big event, we've got a bunch of big events that we're hoping to see.
Spreading it out, man. That's what's going on there.
Exactly.
The beauty is there's plenty of time for people during daytimes and other stuff to sit at the pool, to just chill out, to go check out other stuff you've never seen in Vegas. Like, we're not jam-packing it, but every day there's something cool. So it's going to be great. I'm so excited.
Exactly. And then the other, no Heart Attack Grill. None of us are going to the Heart Attack Grill. Don't anybody go to the Heart Attack Grill. No. But and then after the concert, again, we got free whatever to do we want to do. So we can either hang out at the Container Park. There's going to be other bands playing there later that night. But we can always go back to Fremont Street. Some folks may want to go play some craps, play some blackjack, go check out the lights, go to the strip, whatever. So
Oh, did we determine when the Bellagio's doing their weird Game of Thrones thing, or is that over now, or what's the deal with that?
No, it should be still going on. I think it's going on through the month of April, but let me see here. That's a really good question. Bellagio Game of Thrones.
Because it feels like the night to catch that might be the Luxor night, because we'll...
I think so, yeah. And I think that probably goes until midnight, so probably that would be a great caravan of people.
Yeah.
150 people making their way down the strip from the Luxor to the Bellagio.
Yeah.
We'll take over a Luxor tram.
I usually hate that crowd that watches the fountains, but I would love this crowd. I like this crowd. Yeah, they're my people.
Why do you hate the crowd that watches the fountains?
I don't know. It's just... I don't like crowds. So, like, if you put me in a 300 people scrum of people trying to see a thing, I just get annoyed. But when it's our people, I don't mind that. That I like.
Oh, April 14th. No, it ended.
Oh, crap.
Yeah, basically it ended with the season finale premiere, which is lame.
Yeah, that is lame. They should run that all through the summer, right? Run it through the season. What are you doing? That's dumb.
Exactly. Oh, well.
Boo. Boo! Who's in charge of the Bellagio?
Shame!
Somebody call Wilford P. Bellagio and yell at him. Tell him he's wrong.
That's right. Exactly.
All right.
Shame.
Big shame. You know, walking down the street naked.
Shame.
That's a pretty good bell.
That's all I got.
It's more of a come out and play yay kind of bell.
It kind of is, yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, so I will update Viva TMS Vegas with all of the details, but it's exciting stuff, and finally feels good 1 week before the event, or 1 week before I fly out there, to finally have all of this stuff almost 100% nailed down and signed and all that stuff.
And ready to roll. It's going to be
2.5 months, I think. I have to look back and see how long I've been like daily talking to these people and working on stuff and trying to get movement and stuff like that. But
it's amazing for a town that moves as fast as Vegas does.
Right. They drag their feet so much on like booking.
Yeah. Slow dragon feet and draggers is what they are.
Right, exactly. Mother of slow dragon feet.
Exactly. Don't forget, my sister Wendy will be there. So for a lot of this, I don't know how much. I'm certainly she'll be there for most of the Saturday stuff, and I think she may get in too late for the overpants, but
for the pasty. Oh, but she'll come in for the pasty.
Oh yeah,
right?
yeah, I think so. She loves that kind of stuff. So we'll see her a lot. My point is, if you want to
come for the Cornish, stay for the pasty,
and then ask Wendy a question like, "My husband has 3 testicles. What do I do?"
I figure if there's no better place to get therapy than Las Vegas, so there's going to be you and I are going to get a couple handshakes, a few hugs. There's going to be a crowd around Wendy all saying, "What do I do about my Wheel of Fortune addiction?"
Yeah. I can't stop. Vanna White haunts my dreams.
The Lord of the Rings slot machine keeps saying my name.
Pat Sajak makes sweet love to me and mine. Yeah.
There are no people who listen to the show that sound like either of those voices. I'm gonna make a statement here that I think is 100% true. Nobody sounds like that.
Yep, I think you're right. Anyway, very exciting.
Listen to Todd and Aaron.
And like Brian said, if you head on over to Viva TMS Vegas sometime today, we'll have that up there, and then it'll be a thing you'll just park on your phone and bookmark it, and then you can always refer to it even when you're there. That's the schedule, and we're very excited.
Cool.
Okay. In fact, a week from today, you're flying.
Yes, but I will be. I think we still will have a show. I think you and I talked about it early on. That I think I'll still have I'll still be able to do.
Yeah, we'll do a show at noon. We'll still do a show. Not noon. I don't know why I said
still
noon.
Be a Wednesday show.
Still be a Wednesday show. I leave early Thursday, so there's no show Thursday morning. And then there's our live stream Thursday afternoon. So there's plenty of stuff going on.
Mm-hmm.
All right, let's move on to the following, which is... Oh, you know what we're going to do? I almost forgot who we're pulling in for this. So, Battle Royale is done away list today.
Yes.
Not because...
Sans the done away.
Not because we want to, but because we have to. He has a meeting or some such. And as a result, we're bringing in a guest contestant. Sometimes it's Randy. Today it's not. Today it's Steven Schleicher, and I'm going to call him in just a moment.
Yay!
Although... Let me just ensure our calls are working, because I forgot to do this earlier. Okay, so I'm going to exit this, and then I'm going to call Steven. The usual sound will play. Oh, he's there. Hey, you in a car?
No.
Oh, Oh, you're on the room mic is what you are.
Oh, hold on.
I was hearing some...
Call me right back.
All right. I'll call you back. Okay, we'll call him back. Well, while we wait for that, let's... Oh, shit. Okay.
Wow, that was quick.
I'm going to call him back, I guess. Okay, here we go. Calling him now. Doon, 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 doon. Doon, doon, doon. Uh-oh, he's not picking right up. I don't know what that means. Oh, there it is.
How's that?
Oh, it's much better now. It's all good now.
Way better.
Let's play the theme. Hey, everybody. Time for us to play a little Battle Royale, and our good friend Steven Schleicher has joined us. Welcome, Steven.
Good morning.
Thanks for doing this with us, man.
Not a problem, although I hate these kinds of things.
I know, but listen.
Do you really?
Oh, man. The last time we did the Frog Pants All-Stars.
All-Stars?
Yeah.
And there's a music category of the masked musicians. And the first one was Daft Punk, and I clicked the button knowing that it was Daft Punk, and my brain froze up, and I just remember staring across to Jury, and he was just like, oh my God. And I was just like, still have nightmares about that 4 years later.
I know that. I know that face.
Yeah, I've seen that face. That's an awesome face. I think we already have a contestant on the line. Hi, who's this?
This is Wes from Texas.
Well, hello, Wes from Texas.
Hey, Wes from Texas.
Wes, are you from West Texas? Because that'd be great. Wes from West Texas?
No, sorry.
No? Damn it.
I'm from East Texas.
Right.
A couple hours from Houston.
Oh, very nice. Yeah, you have the you have an accent of a West Texan. Don't ask why I know that.
I'm from Mississippi originally.
Oh,
so.
well,
there we
see,
go.
I knew that too. I totally knew it. Just kidding. I didn't know it.
Yeah.
It's good to have you here. What part of Mississippi? I'm just curious.
From close to Hattiesburg.
Oh,
an
all
hour
right.
and a half from the coast.
Yeah, about right in between Jackson and the coast, which is.
Yeah, that's right.
We used to stop in Hattiesburg because they had this amazing po' boy place in there, and it was amazing every time I went there. Shrimp po' boys were off the charts. Hattiesburg.
Oh,
so good.
What was the place?
I don't remember the name. It was something like Big Bubba's Dirt Shack or something like that. It was some kind of name like that. I don't remember, but it was really, really good. But it's good to have you here. Now, here's the deal. Steven is, despite the fact that he thinks he's no bad at these things, Brian said to me this morning, I have a topic that's perfect for you two. Brian, is that true? Do you have something that Steven is just
true.
Love?
We'll get to the topic here in a second, but first, let me tell you how the game is played.
Go for it.
I'll give Scott and Steven a topic. They're going to go back and forth with answers for that topic. If one of them gives a wrong answer, a repeated answer, that take too long to come up with an answer, the win is going to go to the other player. Your job, Wes, is to predict who is going to come out on top based on today's topic. Today, you are playing for a copy of Civilization 5 on Steam, and your choice, depending on what you've got, of either Monster Hunter Generations Ultimate for the Nintendo Switch or Call of Duty Black Ops 4 for the PlayStation 4. Courtesy of... I didn't put it in here. Courtesy of a listener who I will credit later on in the show.
A rad dude.
A rad woman, I think, who works at GameStop.
A rad dudette. Even
rad
better.
dudette. That's right. A rad listener.
Awesome.
Yes, the topic today, and this is why we wanted to have Steven on for this one, or why I wanted to do this one with Steven, the most valuable comics out there. So this is like of all time.
Okay.
Or currently, I mean, like what the most expensive comics are right now. Let's say let's call it that.
All right. Fair enough.
Does that make sense? Both Silver Age, Golden Age, whatever.
Yeah.
Steven's going to know this. This is well, whatever. I'm not going to try to sway our listeners.
You guys are both comic dorks, so this should be right up your alley. This one comes to us courtesy of David Collingborn, who originally wanted it to be the top Golden Age comics. I thought that might be too difficult, so I'm opening it up to all of the top comics.
All the eras.
All the eras
of comicry.
All the ages.
All right. What? All right. Who should go first, and who do you think's going to win, dear listener?
Well, I guess since Steven never gets to play, I'm going to pick him. So I'm going to pick him to win. And Scott can go first.
Okay. Well, I'm going to do the obvious one.
Sure.
Detective Comics #1.
Detective Comics #1, 11th on the list.
Oh, geez.
619,000 came out in 1937, and we'll explain why that's not as high as you thought it was.
Yeah, I thought it was #1. I had no idea. This is why I think Steven's a good pick.
This is why Steven's here.
Yeah. All right, Steven.
All right, so my turn. Okay, so let's go with the real obvious choice, Scott Johnson. Action Comics #1.
Oh,
absolutely.
Oh, that's
Action
what I
Comics
meant.
#1.
That's what I meant.
The first appearance of Superman, 1938. $5,010,000 is what that is currently valued at.
Oh my gosh, I screwed that up. Okay, I'm glad I got lucky and Detective Comics did it. That's the first Batman.
Exactly. By the way, the top 25 is what we're looking at.
Well, it's not the first Batman, but it's the first Batman on his own, right?
No, it's not.
No, we're not going to say anything. Yeah, that's.
Damn it. Okay. Let's say. I mean, do I have to know the issue number or something like that, or?
Yeah, you do have to know the issue number. Issue numbers are very important.
Oh, jeez. All right, I want to do the Captain America one where he punches Hitler. Hold on a second. Because there's one where he just socks Hitler right in the beak, and it's fantastic. And I want to say that was issue. I don't know. I'll just say issue 1. I don't know.
There you go. Let's say that.
Oh,
Captain America Comics #1, 1941. The first appearance of Captain America, $675,000.
Okay.
And I think that's the one that does have him punching Hitler on the cover.
Is that the one?
I think so, yeah.
I love that cover because it's just so stupid. It's the best.
Yeah, it's a great cover.
Yeah, it's good stuff. All right, Steven.
All right, let's go with first appearance of Batman in Detective Comics #27.
Ah, damn it.
Exactly right. #2 on the list. $3,110,000, 1939. The first appearance of Batman.
Okay. I'm already running out. Oh my gosh. There's no way anything from. This is all time. It doesn't have to be.
All time.
Okay. I'm going to try to do something in the modern age, and I'm completely pulling this out of my butt.
Okay.
Is that bad to be in the modern age? Is that what you're telling me?
I wouldn't do it, but I'd like this to last a little bit longer.
Okay.
You know a lot of.
I know. I got one.
All right, good,
when the Hulk and the Wolverine fought, that was a big deal.
Oh, sure. Yeah.
Incredible Hulk issue, or was it Wolverine issue? I don't know who did it.
I'll help you out here, Scott. They fought a lot of times, but if you're looking at the first appearance that the two of them met, it was in a Hulk comic. You just have to pick the right number.
Yeah. Okay, give me. Oh, that's cheating. I can't do that. Let me think for a minute. I don't know. 89. Hulk 89 is where the Hulk.
This is the one you're referring to.
Oh, is that
right
it?
here.
You have it?
I have it right here.
Oh, I didn't even notice. Oh, but you're covering the number. Nice job.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Did I get it anywhere close? 89?
No, not close at all.
Shit.
181. There's an 8 in there, so that's good. Yeah.
Gosh dang it. Freaking. I swear I'm better at this than I thought I was. Oh, the horn thing's
and still not even in the top 25. You definitely wanted to stay in the golden
Silver
Age.
Age. Or Silver Age, too. What about Amazing Fantasy 15?
Amazing Fantasy 15, number 16 on the list for Spider-Man. Yep.
See, you know.
Fantastic Four #1?
Not until you get down to like number 33, surprisingly.
Okay.
I thought that would be higher as well. Let's round out the top 25 because this is fun. Superman #1. You know, when all else fails, go with the number 1.
Yeah,
Superman #1, 1939, 1,870,000. Batman #1, 1,160,000, 1940. First appearance of Joker and Catwoman. Marvel Comics #1. That's the one with the first appearance of the android Human Torch. Very famous cover there. All-Star Comics #8. Steven, do you know what that's?
All-Star Comics #8. No, I don't. I think I pictured it in my mind, but I can't remember that. Is that
first Wonder Woman?
Oh, yeah, first Wonder Woman. Okay, yeah.
1942. How about All-American Comics #16? This is fun.
All-American. Is that some kind of Archie bullshit?
It's not.
Oh.
That's the first Green Lantern.
Okay. Wait.
Wiz Comics #1 was the first Shazam, or Captain Thunder, as he was also called. Action Comics number 7, second appearance of Superman on a comic cover, first being Action Comics number 1. Pep Comics 22, the first appearance of Archie Andrews. Detective Comics number 31, the first Batarang. All of these like in $500,000 territory. Wow. Flash Comics number 1. Showcase number 4 for Silver Age Flash, Amazing Fantasy 15, and the UK edition. There's 2 different editions of that, and they're both close to $500,000. Archie number 1, More Fun Comics 52, Detective Comics 33.
Oh, Archie is in there then.
Archie is in there. A couple Archies.
Yeah, twice.
Yeah,
Pep Comics. Yeah.
All right.
And Incredible Hulk number 1, which I thought, all right, well, I'll go down to number 25 because that's where we get another Marvel there. Incredible Hulk number 1, $333,000.
Wow. So Archie was a Green Lantern. Is that what you're telling me? Wait, I'm confused.
No, Archie, Pep Comics number 22, $551,000, 1942, the first appearance of Archie Andrews, along with Jughead and Betty.
Nice. Well,
no Veronica though.
No, Veronica was she was too busy doing, I don't know. I was gonna make a Veronica Belmont joke, but I've decided against it.
Too busy sausage.
There you go. Well, I lost, and he wins.
Congratulations.
Well done.
You're a winner.
That means that our good buddy Wes from Texas gets his prizes, and all you got to do, Wes, is send an email to briancoverville@gmail.com, and he will hook you up. Yeah.
Let me know which you would prefer, the Switch game or the PS4 game, and we'll hook you up with codes for all that.
Yep, sounds good.
Thanks, man. You guys are awesome.
Thanks. Give East Texas our best, man.
Yeah. Are you by Tyler or Lufkin or Nacogdoches?
I hope Kim feels better too. So.
Oh yeah, she's doing much better as of yesterday. I think she's in the clear finally. So thank you for that. But she's doing much better, which means I'll eat better, which is always everyone benefits when Kim feels better. Take it easy. We'll see you later. What is Nacogdoches? Is that a town? Is that a thing?
Yeah.
All right.
It's a town on the eastern side of Texas, sort of across the border from. Oh, what's the gambling town in West Louisiana? Riverboat.
I know what you mean. I've been there.
Yes. Begins on S, I think.
Not Shreveport, is it?
Shreveport.
No. Is it Shreveport?
Yep,
okay.
It's exactly Shreveport.
Yeah. Shreveport. Last time I was in Shreveport, it was kind of a dump.
Yeah.
I don't know if it still is or not. Maybe it's gotten better. Anyway, Steven, speaking of non-dumps, see, look what you did. You came in here with an area of your expertise, and you nailed it. Well done.
There we go.
Yeah. Not for real.
I had such total faith, and you've redeemed yourself. Jerry would be looking at you with awe right now. He'd be like,
I'm sure he is right now from wherever he is.
He really knows what he's doing.
Yeah.
He's probably going, they should have had me on there.
Yeah, he may in fact feel that way. Don't forget, you should go over to majorspoilers.com because this kind of knowledge is on display constantly over there. So,
yeah. So real quick, if people are looking to buy some comics, today is New Comic Book Day. We do have a listing of the comic book recommendations from the Major Spoilers staff writers. Have some recommendations for you. Also, if you want to get into some geeky things, Matthew has the 10 super fanboys, and you'll have to figure out what that means when you go check out his article. Both of those are up there at the site right now.
I have no idea what that is, but now I'm excited.
You should be.
I
Comics
am.
are fun.
I am and will be. Steven Schleicher, everybody. Major Spoilers on Twitter. Take it easy, man. We'll see you later.
Stay hydrated.
Thanks for playing. All right, that was great. I think
that was great.
Was it him having a little buzz? Hold on, I'm listening. Yeah, it was him.
Yeah.
I was hearing a weird buzz, and I couldn't figure out where it was coming from, and I theorized it was him, and I think we were correct in my theory.
There you go.
All right. Time for us to do at least one of these. Here you go.
This is your radio newscaster with another exclusive sensational summary of world and local events.
It's the news brought to you by
Coverville, where today we're going to be celebrating the birthdays of Andy Bell and Robert Smith. Do those names not ring a bell? Well, they should. The Cure, Robert Smith, he's turning 60, and Erasure's Andy Bell is turning 55. So it's the Curation episode of Coverville. It covers all your favorites, from Friday I'm in Love to Boys Don't Cry to Oh L'Amour to Chains of Love and A Little Respect, all that stuff today on Coverville. 1 p.m. Mountain Time, coverville.com. Actually, twitch.tv/Coverville is probably the better place to go.
There you go. Is Erasure still doing anything?
They are. They kickstarted or Indiegogo'd an album or Pledge Music, something like that. They did one of the crowdfunding things last year, and I bought it and got a lot of bonus material.
Is it good? Like good?
It is really good. Yeah, I mean, Andy Bell's voice has not diminished one bit. He still has such a great voice, and Vince Clarke, Vince Clarke, who is part of Depeche Mode and Yaz and Erasure. Sounds as good as ever.
Yeah, I love
arranges
those guys.
music as well as ever.
Let's see. I'm looking. Like I was telling Brian pre-show, they're just on repeat in my life.
Yeah.
Just always had an Erasure song. Oh yeah, look at this. They've got 2015, a couple singles. 2017, a whole album. 2018 is the one the one you're talking about. 2014. Yeah. Oh, they've never really stopped.
They really haven't. Yeah. I mean, it's they're very productive. Erasure.
Yeah.
Seen them. Trying to think if I've seen them. I think just once in concert. Tina and I saw them at the Field House on the CU campus up in Boulder, and the whole place was decorated with all sorts of electronic flowers. Like their stage was a forest of electronic flowers that were pulsing with the music and stuff. It was really, really cool.
Oh my gosh, I forgot about this album they put out in 2009, Erasure's Total Pop Deluxe Box 40 hit thing.
Yeah.
It's everything.
One of the best greatest hits albums ever.
Yeah. They're great, dude. All right. Sorry, I got a little carried away there.
Sure. Understandable.
Music. I like it. Hey, look at the news. We'll just do this story here because we all know people with beards.
We do. I'm glad I keep mine short based on this news, man.
Yeah, I keep mine pretty short, although it needs a little bit of a trim now, maybe more so.
This is a story about Justin Robert Young, if anybody, if nobody else in our lives.
Well, here it is. Men with beards carry more germs than dogs, according to a new study. Swiss
scientists. So they carry more germs than they carry dogs.
Than they carry
beards?
Dogs, right? So there's more germs than dogs in your beard. That's my takeaway. Okay.
Yeah, that's my takeaway too. Makes total sense.
Swiss scientists, they have holes in them, by the way. This is all the people. They say there's a higher amount of bacteria lurking in beard bristles than in the fur of your own dog. Researchers from the Hirsterdern Clinic in Switzerland took swabs from the facial fuzz of 18 men and the necks of 30 dogs across a range of breeds. That's the dogs, not the men. Then they compared the results between the two. The results were pretty gross. Every single bearded man, meaning 100% in their study, aged 18 to 76, that's a nice big range, had high counts of bacteria in their beards, while only 23 of the 30 dogs had the same result. The dogs tested recorded medium to low levels. 7 of the men had so much beard bacteria, there was a actual risk of them getting sick at any moment. Yeah. Researchers also found that this disgusting information, they found this out by mistake. They say they were trying to find out if men could pick up a dog's disease in their facial hair. So this was just like side data. The researchers found a significantly higher bacterial load in specimens taken from the men's beards compared to the dog's fur. Do you like my emphasis there?
Yeah, I like that in the dog's fur.
Yeah, or load.
Beards. Load. Okay, yeah, you passed the load.
Yeah.
Such a long time ago. I already remarked and marveled at that.
I passed the load ages ago.
You passed the load ages ago.
On the basis of these findings, dogs can be considered as clean compared to bearded men, says Gutzit. Gutzit is the name of the guy. Yeah, go shave.
Here's what they needed to do. They needed to break this down by the size of the beard, because I think that a lot of the beards you see today, where they go as big basically as they can.
Yeah.
With like the big.
Yeah.
That's got to carry more bacteria per capita per size of the beard than like what you and I have, these little tiny scruff amounts.
No, I agree. It's got to be the guys with the big old beards. And I know they take, like, there are people with those big fancy hipster beards that take meticulous care of them.
Yes,
I know.
Right. So they use the beard oil and
wash them,
stuff like
all that.
Right.
So we're not saying you're all disgusting. What we're saying is you have a natural catch-all. That's what that thing is. So if there's stuff in the air, you're getting it. Doesn't matter how clean you are, So
I think, we're going to get fewer hugs in Vegas, I think, because of this. But Ashley says, you all keep telling yourselves that.
Yeah.
That ours is less bacteria-filled than a big old bushy monster beard.
Yeah. But also, I guess this is true of hair also, right? Like, the difference is that you're eating food out in front of your beard.
I think that's it. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. And so what happens is...
And you wash your hair daily, usually, right, with shampoo, but you may not wash your beard daily. And
you should if you're not.
Yes,
and then put a little oil in there. I want to smell sandalwood when I hug you. So yeah, that's the thing to watch out for. All right, that's our abbreviated news for today. We'll save the rest of the stuff for tomorrow because after this break, we're getting Tom Merritt all up in this bitch. It's like Tourette's. It just came out of me, that phrase just now.
It was great.
It just flowed out like hot lava. That was really weird. Anyway, Tom will be here finding out the day's technology news, and then a little bit after that, we'll get Nicole in here for Reccomentals, and then I got a good one for that, and so do we all. So let's do that in a minute. But Brian, you got to play a song first. That's the rule.
Yes, I do. This is not Beard Machine, but Bear Machine Records sent this one over. This is an album that comes out on the 26th, so a week from Friday. You guys get an advance listen to the first song from the album. Radical Face is the performer, and the song is called Doubt. It's from the brand new album Therapy, which I said comes out again in a little over a week. It's a guy named Ben Cooper. He's kind of the centerpiece of the band Radical Face out of Florida. I've been listening to this whole album on repeat all morning long, and I'm loving it. I think you will too. Here is the song, Doubt.
All right, we'll be right back.
Mike and Trina are so addicted to their daily coffee enemas, they won't travel or leave the house for long periods of time.
Well, why don't you jam it down her throat?
This is the Morning Stream. We're doing it for Kowalski.
All right, everybody, we're back. Welcome back. Someone in the chat said, this is your reminder to put a song in post. No, I know. I only forgot a couple of times, and it's always Thursdays, or it's always Fridays PM. Well, except that one time. But then I went and fixed it. So, calm down, everybody.
Cool. OTVZ Gun says that Phoenix local band Bear Ghosts, who I played on Indie in the Middle last year, are fans of TMS. They just started an East Coast tour opening for Oakley Dokley, the Ned Flanders inspired metal band, which is great.
Is that for real?
A Ned Flanders inspired metal band.
I want to hear that music.
I do too.
Like, what is that?
I don't know. Is it like songs about returning your lawnmower? And
it would have to be, right? I love this. All right, I'm going to play this now.
These are their stories.
That's the wrong guy. Hold on. Let's play Tom's one. Hold on.
Oh, yeah.
With the computer, as with any tool, the concept and direction must come from the man.
There it is. Hi, Tom Merritt. How are you today?
Oh, hello, Brian and Scott.
It bodes well that we already screwed up your intro. That's a good
That's
sign.
right.
Yep.
Does that mean I now have to talk about politics?
Yes.
Yes, you do.
Sorry.
Yes.
Sorry. Can you talk about Julian Assange?
The president did something, and then the other people got mad.
Oh, what? That doesn't. I can't believe that would be true. How is that possible?
Let me tell you the real story.
And then you're supposed to say, "Oh yeah," at the end of it, and then you're Justin. You're basically Justin at that point.
Is that right?
That's how it works. Hey, it's Tom. Everybody, he comes on the show on Wednesdays. We talk about the latest in technology news here at the top of the show, and or the hour rather, and I always look forward to it, and I have no idea what's going on today. This is one of those days where I usually come in going, oh, there's that thing, I'll bet Tom brings it up. I have nothing in my head this morning until I get into the notes and stuff, so why don't you tell us what we should be thinking of? Oh, I'm hearing myself. You hearing yourself?
Okay, good. I was hearing you twice too, so glad this one wasn't.
That's happening in Current Geek a little bit. I don't know what that was. It's weird.
It's a little Discord thinger-ringer.
Dinger-ringer.
Discordant.
Yeah, it's very discordant.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Something Discord.
So what's going on other than Discord has weird issues?
Well, I don't know if you guys talked about it yesterday, but we talked about it on Daily Tech News Show with Patrick Beja that Sony gave an interview to Wired about the PS4 upgrade. I guess it would be the PS5.
The PS5, yeah.
But the next one. So also yesterday afternoon, Microsoft announced its optical diskless Xbox, the Xbox One S All Digital Edition. $50 less than the Xbox One S would normally run you. $250. Comes with 3 free games installed: Forza Horizon 3, Sea of Thieves, and Minecraft. And it doesn't have an optical drive, so that's what makes it cheaper. They also combined Xbox Live and Xbox Game Pass into a new subscription service called Xbox Game Pass Ultimate for $15 a month. Basically, it throws Live into the Game Pass. I'm curious what y'all thought of that.
I think it's a perfectly reasonable idea to do it. If I was in the market for an Xbox, and this might actually put me in there in the market for it, I would get it because I don't get discs anyway at all for anything I play anymore on any platform.
Right. Yeah, you've gone all digital.
All digital. Steam. When I buy a PlayStation game, it's always a download. When I play Switch games, I prefer downloads, although once in a while you get a screaming deal on a cartridge on Amazon or something, and I'll make an exception there. But for the most part, I would just rather do digital across the board whenever I can. So this kind of device for me from Microsoft is a no-brainer. The only complaint I have, and it's offset a little bit by the free games they're putting in there, because those are worth something, especially Sea of Thieves. That's normally like a $50 game. The fact that the box is still $250 and only $49 shy of what a Xbox One S or whatever it's called, the proper model with a drive in it, it's only that much less. I realize that this is, it's still an Xbox. The only difference is missing the optical drive. I know optical drives aren't that expensive, but I do wish this thing was something around the $199 mark. Not just for me, but I think it would be a huge seller if it was at that level. I think $250 just feels
it's
a little
psychological thing, isn't it?
Yeah,
because I mean, how much? I'm just curious. How much was that add-on Blu-ray drive that you bought?
Oh, for my PC? To pull off stuff. That thing was maybe is an Anchor brand, $27, $30, something like that.
Yeah. So when you think about how much an actual optical drive costs, it's they're giving you a discount. Sure. They're giving you more off of this than the cost of removing it already. Yeah. But there is something psychological about $199 versus $250. $250 sounds like $299. Like, it's not really that much different. I think if the Xbox One S sold for $350 and they said the new Xbox One S all digital is $299, you'd have fewer people complaining about the price because of the psychological difference.
I completely agree. I think it's 100% that, because the actual value's there. Like I said, those extra games alone, I mean, I don't care about Minecraft, but the other stuff is great. The math works out. Like, it's a good deal. And also them combining Live and Game Pass into one is a long overdue thing. They should have just I always wish this was the way it was, but it's still one of the better deals in gaming, even at that price, I think. So it's kind of an awesome no-brainer. If I was to now go out and say it's time to get an Xbox, I would do it. The only reason I'm not now, it's a little too late, because now we're about to cycle over into Stadia, PS5, etc. territory, and whatever's next for Microsoft.
We're looking at the next generation. I see, and I wouldn't, even if I was in the market for an Xbox, the $50 difference would not be enough of an enticement to get over the fact that I wouldn't be able to play 4K discs or Blu-rays or anything like that. I mean, I'm looking for a media device.
Yeah, this is not for you. And I think some people are reacting like, you are forcing me to buy an Xbox without a disc. And Microsoft is very, very smartly saying, no, we're not getting rid of
the option
of any of the options. We're adding an option for people who don't want discs, who are like, hey, I don't use discs anymore. I think Lemonade 2020 points out that the Xbox is a half-decade-old system. I think that is a bigger deterrent to be like, well, if I don't have an Xbox already, maybe I should just wait. Why would I get this one? JC Calhoun says, I don't know why they're saying $250 when the Xbox One S is regularly on sale for that price. That's another psychological issue, right? Is they're comparing MSRP to MSRP. Obviously, the Xbox One S All Digital Edition is also going to go on sale at some point for $199. And so people are like, yeah, but I was looking at Best Buy or wherever the other day, and I saw the current Xbox One S for $250. You're telling me this is the same price as that? Like, there are all these psychological things that play into it. I assume that Microsoft is probably doing this to test the waters. They know they can sell enough to make it worth doing, and they want to see what the uptake is what kind of people buy it and the behaviors of the people who buy it as far as purchasing. Because one of the things I found really interesting in the CNET story I read about this is while they point to the fact that downloads are selling in greater and greater numbers while disc sales are flat or falling, they also said that teenagers are 3 times more likely to buy in a store than online. And so they're encouraging the brick and mortar places to sell digital download codes for the Xbox One S All Digital Edition.
Interesting. I wonder if they were going to do anything with that or try to get people encouraged to do it. For me, it's just what I do already. So this is absolutely my device. And if I had an Xbox One or an Xbox One X, I'd be doing this anyway. I'd barely use the digital, or I'd barely use optical drives.
Right.
So I would already kind of be there. But I think a combination of where we're at in the cycle, the psychological thing Tom is talking about, plus there's just a little bit of choice paralysis going on with the lineup. I don't think it's that unusual, though. This usually in the late cycle happens. Usually it's Sony. They'll have 2 or 3 versions, and they do 2 or 3 versions of their console that people can now look at. There's a smaller one and a cheaper one and a more expensive one, and that's kind of late cycle usual. But we're just so close to what's next for everyone that I couldn't justify doing it. But I think this is for somebody out there. This is going to be smart for them. And
here's the funny thing. It's like I don't have that that weird canyon I can't get over with when it comes to video games on disc. I'd be much happier like if all my games came digitally, but I'd still want my movies, at least the ones that I want all the bonus features and all the content, even though that stuff might come with the digital version, and in a lot of cases it does. For whatever reason, I want the shelf of movies to look at. I don't care if I have a shelf of games to look at.
See, and I'm over both of those categories. I don't care to have a shelf of anything anymore. Like I love the idea that it's all digital.
What about the people who rely on selling their game back? It's a shrinking segment, but it's still a pretty big one. Her like, I won't be able to afford as many games if I can't sell the games back to subsidize my new games.
Well, those guys are definitely a category that is obviously they're very vocal. Every time something like this happens, people talk. But they were the ones that likely shaped this particular generation we're in now into what it is, because they're the ones that balked at Microsoft's early announcements and said, no, we don't want online all the time. We don't want reasons the stores won't take our games back for a reasonable price. We want that part of the market because we want to get something back for the money we spend. And of course, GameStop is all for that, and others are all for that. So, in a way, they're the ones that determined Sony the winner this last time. And
this last time, there'll still be enough of them to determine it this time around. I think that's part of what Microsoft is testing for the next console, to be like, okay, I don't think they're going to put out another console that has no option for an optical drive. But there may be 2 main options, one with optical, one without, depending on how this test goes.
Yeah, this could be super interesting. Well, I hope we end up talking about this a little bit more on the show. I know you guys touched on it yesterday with...
No, we touched on Sony yesterday.
This is yeah, that's true. This has been after you guys were done. Oh, good. I get a little Wednesday love from the video game world.
Oh, yeah.
All right. Well, that is something you can absolutely count on, along with many other things happening in the world of technology. But before we go, we always like to give Tom a chance to talk about some rad thing he's working on. Tom, what's going on?
Yeah, you know what? I don't talk about this enough. So I want to start to throw it out there. I do a series of videos, and I've been doing so for 5 years now, for Tech Republic, techrepublic.com. It's Tom's Top 5. I started doing Top 5s for CNET back in the day. I did them for Revision 3 for a while, and I've been doing them for Tech Republic. They're a little more enterprisey, a little more businessy focused than some of the other things you may be familiar with me doing. But for instance, my most recent Top 5 for Tech Republic is about the top 5 things to know about internet television. And it's about how the internet television business works as far as, Netflix, Prime Video, PlayStation View, Sling TV, that sort of thing. So you can look for those at techrepublic.com.
Nice. Tom Merritt, everybody. Ace Detect on Twitter. Follow him there. He's a funny guy. We'll see you later, Tom. All right.
Awesome. We get to see Tom in like a little over a week. I'm so excited.
Yeah, we could have mentioned that, I guess. I guess we'll mention it next week when we talk to him
We'll say it one more time. Yeah.
One last time before we
and then we'll be able to say, we get to see Tom in 2 days.
Yeah. He gets there on Friday or late Thursday or something. I forget.
I think that's right. Yeah.
I could have asked him, I guess.
Friday, late afternoon.
Nicole is showing offline, but I don't know what that means.
Okay.
So we're going to find out the hard way.
Jeez.
Jeez. Nicole.
Jeez. Oh, jeez, dear.
Jeez. Listen here, don't you know? I don't have any texts from her. Let me see if she's... She may have forgotten. Let me text her real quick. Nicole. Oh, hi. You on today?
Are you mental reckoning?
Are you recommentaling? All right, this show's paused and saved so we can give her a wide berth for entry into the show.
Okay.
Tween, who's Nicole? You know who Nicole is.
Come on, Tween.
Oh, Tom says he gets in Thursday evening.
Oh.
Thursday evening. What time Thursday evening?
Okay.
Because you should come to the... I guess I haven't talked to him about this.
You got to come to Overpants.
5:30 he says.
Great. You're coming straight to the Luxor. Perfect. Excellent.
If you so desire.
You know what? I guess I thought he was coming in on... Well, shoot. I wonder if we can get... Tom, are you seeing Avengers Endgame? Do you have plans? Because we're filling up a theater at the Cinnabar
on
at Palace Station
at 10, Friday a.m.
Friday at 10, I think. Yeah.
If we can squeeze him in, that'd be fun. Him and his lovely wife Eileen, who's also coming. I understand.
Okay, he's been invited to Cinnabar. Okay, good.
Good.
Excellent.
Eileen says yes, so yes. It's awesome.
It's true.
All
yeah.
right.
Why are we having to get so there's so many instances of implied wife permission with regard to this Vegas trip with a few of the attendees who are coming. I love it.
Yeah, it's great.
I'm not going to name any names, but there's been way bigger presence of wife permission or implied wife permission this time around.
Yeah, way more than usual. All right, I don't know what this clip is, but I'm going to play it while we wait for Nicole real quick. Somebody saved a clip on the show. Let's see what it is. Here we go.
Jeez. Oh.
Jeez.
Nicole. Jeez. Oh, jeez, dear. Oh.
That's talking.
Is that all? That's all it is?
That's it.
It's just us ripping on Nicole not being available?
Well, I'm going to say she's no answer texty either, so I think maybe we just go on and do one with just ours.
Okay. And if she joins us, then she joins us.
She joins us. If not,
it's a bummer because I specifically thought of her with regard to this movie, but I also thought of you and Carter with regard to my movie. So.
All right.
Yes.
I like the sound of that.
Yes.
I didn't think of you at all with mine. So
good.
I hope that's okay.
Good.
All right.
Because it's probably some documentary about people who eat other people or in the backwoods of Arkansas or something.
Well, you'd be incorrect, but nonetheless, let's see what happens. All right. Nicole's not here, apparently. If she comes, we'll pull her in. We're back to, hi, folks at home. We're hearing you again, or you're hearing us again. And, hey, let's do what we do by me pushing a button. I can't find shit today. Well, I'll just play hers. She's not here, but we think of her while she's not.
That's
regardless.
right. Aww.
Yeah, it's too bad. But we'll do Reccomentals anyway, where we take things that we've seen on streaming services between last time we spoke and now, last Wednesday, and we talk about what we liked. And we're going to start this week with Brian, because we always do. He has a pick of some sort. I have no idea what it is. Brian, what's your setup here?
I do. This is a 2018 film that was nominated. The actress you're going to hear was deservedly nominated for Best Actress in a Comedy or Musical.
Okay. Intriguing.
Very intriguing.
I'm now playing it. Here we go.
Hey guys, Kayla back here with another video. Okay, so the topic of today's video is putting yourself out there. Okay, so like, what does that mean? Where is there? Well, there can be anywhere that you wouldn't usually go, you know, maybe because it's like weird or scary or something like that. Okay, and now you're probably thinking like, you know, well, why would I want to go somewhere like that? And there's actually lots of reasons. One reason is that people might not know like the real you. Like, if you only ever see, you know, some people at, like, school or something, then those people are only going to know the school you. But if you put yourself out there and, you know, you go to places you wouldn't usually go, people can know the movie you, or the pool you, or the party you, or the weekend you, all the yous that make up the real you.
Okay, this has to be 8th grade, yeah?
That's exactly what it is. We watched this last night. It is on Amazon Prime, if I remember correctly.
Mm-hmm.
They all blur together. I think, I'm pretty sure Amazon Prime. Elsie Fisher is the actress you're hearing there. She plays a character named Kayla Day, who is a struggling 8th grader. I mean, basically doing all the struggling that kids go through at the end of middle school, on the cusp of starting high school. And she is amazing. She is so good, so realistic in this role. It feels like a lot of her stuff is improvised, but you're hearing her YouTube channel, the character's YouTube channel, where she gives advice to other people.
Mm-hmm.
And glad Nicole is here too, because when we were watching this, we were both thinking like, oh man, Scott needs to watch this with Carter, and Nicole needs to watch this. All we could think of was like, this is probably a lot of what Nicole was like in 8th grade, minus the iPhone and Snapchat and Instagram and all that stuff. But,
what is it? I didn't.
It's called 8th Grade. Came out last year, directed by Bo Burnham.
Yeah, comedian Bo Burnham, who's young himself. He's like only 23 or something.
Yeah. And he kind of based this on his own anxiety struggles, and it is such a sweet, at times heartbreaking, at other times funny. It's just really, really good.
It's one of the highest
for you, man.
One of the highest reviewed movies of the last year, and lots of people were pissed it didn't get any Oscar stuff. Yeah. After seeing this, I'm disappointed that Elsie Fisher didn't get nominated for a Best Actress award, because she is fantastic, and she plays this role so perfectly that you're feeling like she's going through this stuff even though she's acting in a film. Mm-hmm.
I've actually had this on my watch list for a while. I just haven't gotten around to it.
Well, now you can.
You bumped it to the top.
That's right. Yes. Yeah, Amazon Prime, right? Yeah, there it is.
Amazon Prime. Yeah.
I'm into it.
So yeah, bump it up to the top. Watch this. Let me know what you think. But it was really, really good.
I'm into it. Let me just double check, see if it's anywhere else. The Canopy app, it also has it. I don't know what.
The Canopy app, great.
Yeah. What is Canopy? What is that? Canopy.
No idea.
Oh.
So did I tell you guys that I've been running a yearbook club at my son's school?
Oh no! You actually might have mentioned it.
So I'm teaching 5th and 6th graders. I am a terrible teacher.
I'll bet you're not. I bet you're much more harsh on yourself than
probably.
I'll bet you're so good with kids.
Hard.
How can you be a bad teacher?
No, I'm terrible with kids.
No, I don't.
Do you abuse them? Do you hit them? Then you're good with kids.
No, it's just so let me just give you a scenario that happened. So that we've had this yearbook club running all year round.
Yeah.
And we have a meeting every single month. I had 2 kids show up yesterday that haven't been to a meeting in 5 months. It was our last one. I'm like,
well, that doesn't make you a bad teacher. That makes them bad students.
Well, I felt bad because I was like, sorry, none of your assignments are still available. I've given them to other people.
Yeah.
And they're like, well, what are we going to do? I said, well, you're just going to have to sit there.
Good. You know what? Again, it seems like I think that's exactly what needs to be done. Teach them the hard life lessons of you snooze, you lose.
Yeah. They just want to go to the party now. And I'm like, you haven't been here.
Yeah.
You're not gonna go to the party.
Tell them the party starts about half an hour, 45 minutes later than it really starts. And they can get the leftover crumbs of cookies and cake and stuff. And just like your assignments, we had to give those to the other people.
You talking about this 8th grade movie made me think of middle school, which made me think of these kids. And I'm just like, oh God, I have anxiety for them going into middle school. And it's just like this whole, like, I haven't gotten there yet with my kids, and I'm not looking forward to the day. I mean, how was it for you guys? I mean, considering what the hell's going on in Denver right now.
God,
with the schools. Both my kids are home right now.
Yeah.
I talked about that at the beginning of the show.
Junior high is a miserable minefield. It's a terrible time. But also, I think it's important that a kid get through it. Like, I feel like it was a formidable time. It was the time, I always talk about this on the show sometimes with Wendy, but it was during that period that I went from tiny little skinny kid who would get bullied to suddenly I got really tall. I had a real growth spurt around 8th or 9th grade, and nobody picked on me after that. And it taught me a lesson about why I was getting picked on, or that a big part of being picked on had to do with people who would take advantage of those who had, who were in a weaker position. And I never really understood that concept until then. Like, did I want to go through that? No. But am I glad that I understand it better because I did? Yes. Like, I have a lot of, that's why I always say, if you're 10 or you're 11, you are having the time of your life. Enjoy every second of your 10 and 11-year-old years, because you're about to be shoved into a system, a freaking meat grinder of social nightmarish proportions. So enjoy it while you got it, man, because it's going to get weird. And if you come out on the other side, you're going to be better for it, hopefully. Some of you won't. Some of you won't, but many of you will.
Listen, men, some of you aren't going to make it through middle school.
I just think it's interesting what kids find, what they focus to make fun of. I got made fun of for wearing white socks.
Well, yeah, absolutely. Like, it's all visual stuff. At least once you get into high school, they figure out the more esoteric and more damaging things to make fun of you about. But boy, in middle school, it's all about appearance. Your hair is long. Ah!
Yeah.
Oh God.
Your shoes are stupid.
That Pen 15 is so cringeworthy because it's just like,
yeah.
Oh, this is what it was.
It's the worst.
Captured it.
It's the worst, and I know that this 8th grade movie is supposed to capture a bunch of that, which is
hopefully you guys don't get any PTSD. Carter may be too close to it, but who knows? I think she'd really like it.
I think she'd enjoy it too. The way you've talked about it, I think she'd enjoy it. She's one of those kids that didn't people, if they gave her crap, everyone gets crap. If they gave her crap, she would just kind of turn the other way and walk away. She never got all bound up in it. Didn't like the drama, didn't participate in the drama all through high school. It was just like Carter was running on her own steam. But Taylor struggled, she struggled with that whole peer system and kids.
Oh, maybe Taylor would have PTSD. Don't let Taylor see this.
Yeah.
But there's a high school girl in the film that Carter's probably most going to connect with.
Oh, okay. I'm in.
That shows up about halfway through the film. She's very Carter.
Nice. Well, I think that Bo Burnham kid's a kind of a comic genius. I don't love his stand-up. It's all a little weird to me. But his earlier YouTube video stuff, which is he started on YouTube as well. That was like his big his big claim to fame before things took off for him. He has a lot of interesting things to say, and I think I want to see this movie.
I clicked on his name. Was he involved in that movie, The Big Sick?
He was, yeah. But I think only as an actor. He's one of the comedians
that shows up in them.
That shows up with A.D. Bryant and Camille Nanjiani, and
that's a great movie.
It is. It is good, and I'm glad they're doing something together as well. I can't remember his wife's name, but Nanjiani from The Big Sick and Silicon Valley and all that first episode of The Twilight Zone.
Did you watch that yet?
I did.
Oh, I haven't. I love The Twilight Zone, and I've been holding off because I want a whole bunch of episodes to come out so I can get my 7-day trial.
The most recent one I feel like wasn't as Twilight Zone-y as it should have been. It was like racist with a side of Twilight Zone.
Gotcha. That's an interesting
Instead of Twilight Zone with a side of racist.
Wow, it's like too much fries, not enough burger. Is that what you're saying?
Exactly. Yes.
I feel like we're in kind of that heyday of back in the 80s when you had Tales from the Crypt, Tales from the Dark Side. There was a whole bunch. Outer Limits.
Right.
I feel like there's like a resurgence of that.
Yeah, Creep Show's coming back.
It's all Black Mirror's fault. It's all Black Mirror's fault. Yeah. Because Black Mirror came out of nowhere and went, oh my gosh, look at this, and it came to the States and everybody flipped out, and I think we just have a taste for it again. So why not?
Dimension 404? You recommended that one, Scott. I still haven't had a chance to watch that. That's on Hulu.
What's the Room one? Isn't there the Room 23 or something like that? That's on.
Oh yeah. That's on HBO.
Room 104. Room
something.
Yeah, I recommended it.
You did. You totally did. But it's like that. But that's a different thing every episode that takes place in that same room, right?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, it's
line.
like what's going on in that room? Weird shit.
Is Tales from the Crypt coming back? Did someone say that?
I don't know about Tales from the Crypt, but Creep Show's coming back.
Creep Show's coming back. Well, I think I was thinking of that. Yeah.
Love, Death, and Robots 2 is kind of like that. Yeah, I mean it's
an anthology series, so yeah.
Yeah, but the Chase episode is very Twilight Zone-y.
Yeah, I don't disagree. I just think it's. I mean, yeah, anthology.
If that was live action, it could have easily been a Black Mirror episode.
Yeah, we're basically talking about anthology, and anthology television is making a big comeback, and then there's versions of it which go from
the horror versions.
Yeah, horror versions. Animation anthology is more like liquid television or something.
Freddy's Nightmares, bring that one back.
Oh my gosh, Freddy's Nightmares!
Nightmares. I forgot about that. Yeah,
I forgot they tried to do that.
And then my favorite was the Friday the 13th, the series. Oh, I love that one because you never knew what weird.
Yeah, that was good, wasn't it?
Gonna go.
That was actually good. That shouldn't have been good.
I loved it.
Was it kind of like a Love Boat, except like it was all Camp Crystal Lake? A new set of teenagers show up on the island every episode.
No, it was all about collecting artifacts. So the artifact would be possessed. And it would do like whoever had it, they would get like powers from it, but it was killing people.
It really had nothing to do with Jason Voorhees.
No,
really.
not really. 1987 through 90 was how long that ran. It starred Louise Robbie, Chris Wiggins, John Delaney, and more. We don't know.
Not John Delaney, but John Delaney.
Don Delaney.
Delaney, like slow me down, John Delaney.
Yep. And produced by actor, director, producer Frank Mancuso Jr., who was Jesus once. Anyway.
Did you see my robot?
Did you?
Oh, look at that.
Look at that. Beep boop beep.
Beep boop bork.
Oh,
Ava.
It was
Ava the whole time.
It was Cartman. It was always Cartman under there. I love that episode.
That back on?
Hey, I learned more about. She's so cute. Gosh dang it. Oh, can we just clone her and then everyone will have one? Can we all have one? Hi. Can she hear us?
Yeah. Oh no, she can't hear you.
Oh, she can't hear
They're
us.
saying hi, Ava.
Here we're waving. See? Hi. How are you? See, you're good with kids. You're good with mom. You got look at nice mom, happy kids, smiling, making robots.
I feel like a terrible parent.
You're not. You're a good parent. Good parents feel like terrible parents. She call us good friends. What'd she say?
She said, "It's your friends."
Oh, it's your friends, Mom. Oh, she's so cute. Is that your brother or Mark walking around?
That's my brother.
Okay.
We're still shipping books.
I want to see him getting in the box and walking around.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Hey, you coming to the big Denver Tadpool meetup this weekend? Or are you gonna be still boxing?
I'm gonna try to, but it's just we can't go anywhere until these books are gone.
I know it sucks. It sucks.
Well,
be done with it by next month, May 27th or 25th through the 27th, Memorial Day weekend is the Colorado Pinball Experience Pinball and Gamer Festival. Yeah. That's gonna be our next Tadpool meetup. Wow, I thought that was Scott.
Was that her or you?
That was me.
Oh, that was now I agree. You're a terrible parent. Just kidding. That's not true. All right. Ask Ava what her favorite show is so we can get a recommental from her.
Ava, what's your favorite show?
Peppa Pig.
How about we focus on the question? What's your favorite show? What have you been watching all morning? No, you haven't been watching Peppa Pig. You've been watching. Say Yokai. Yokai Watch. First season is on Netflix.
Is it good?
We are now a Yokai Watch family.
All right.
We dance. I got a Yokai Watch. All right, kid, get out of here.
That's fantastic.
I'm just picturing Nicole in a classroom full of kids. Hey, how about we focus on the question I just asked you?
Yes, Mrs. Woodworker.
They call me Miss Nicole.
Oh, they should call you Miss Woodworker.
It's a little too complicated.
Yeah. They should call you Miss Woodworker. I think that'd be cool. All right. My recommendation for the week is a clip I'm going to play, and probably not a show Nicole's going to want to watch. I don't know. Maybe she will. I shouldn't say.
Maybe.
Okay.
But here's my recommendation. See if you can figure it out. Here you go.
Are you sure this is the right street?
This is where he said.
I think it's that way. Unless you think we missed it.
I don't know.
You're the one that wrote it down.
Would you please just calm down for a second?
Damn it, this happens every time.
I'm just trying to figure this out right now. Okay, I think we head east on Madison.
Yeah, someone got hit by a car.
Should have gone west.
Yeah, should have gone west.
Should have gone west.
You know in a movie or TV show when someone gets unexpectedly hit by a car in the scene, and it's so shocking.
I'm almost looking for them now. Like, basically, if they focus on the driver, looking at the camera, then you know that behind them is going to be a semi truck that is running the red light,
right?
And about to
or if they're not in a car and it's a guy, but it is in this case, if the guy's walking into the foreground and a person's standing in the background looking oblivious, you're like, they're going to get hit by something. I just know it, and that's what happened here. Well, my recommendation is only for genre fans of zombie type things.
Oh, cool.
The show is called Black Summer, and it is available on Netflix. Yes, it's an eight episode series that has season 2 already being made. I understand from people who have told me or are in the know that this is actually a prequel series to that Z Nation show, which I didn't like. I hated Z Nation. I thought Z Nation was trying to be too funny and B-movie for its own good, and it just lost the thread for me. I just could never. I know it has its fans, and good for them. But I could never get into Z Nation.
Jamie King is in this.
Yeah. Jamie King's great in this. She's very small and skinny.
I like her a lot. Yeah. Her part is very small, or she's just
tiny.
She's a little tiny person.
Little tiny person. But anyway,
That's the same girl from The Act that we talked about last week.
I think so, isn't it?
Okay, Jamie King, is that right?
Jamie King.
The Act. Wait, what was The Act? I don't remember. What was The Act?
I think of her as the one from Sin City.
With Patricia Arquette, the
one
where she was.
No, it's not her. Different
King?
girl. That's Edie King or Ethan King or some other name, but that's not her. So her and a bunch of other actors, as you might imagine, are in this show that at first you might go, oh, what's this Walking Dead-ish kind of looking thing? It's basically, and even though they say it's a prequel to Z Nation, it is a completely different tone than Z Nation, which I did try to watch 3 or 4 episodes of. And I don't remember who had it. It's canceled now. It's like not even a thing anymore. But this is supposed to be a prequel to that. But basically it starts on the day of some sort of rage virus zombie outbreak thing. Not virus, but when people die, they turn into running rage zombies.
Okay.
Now you might say,
those are the worst. Those are the worst zombies.
Never seen that before, you might be saying to yourself, and that's true. It's a little derivative.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
However, it's really scary. And I will agree with Stephen King, master of horror, Stephen King, who says somehow this show made zombies scary again. And I think he's right. It is very frightening. If you've kind of gotten stale on the whole Walking Dead routine, I think what's working here is it's a short series, first of all. It's only 8 episodes. Some of the episodes are even short. There's like a 30-minute episode in there. Some are longer. They don't seem to care about length. But they just get right to the nitty-gritty, Brian. So imagine you and I are in a car, and it's the zombie outbreak, and we're trying to just survive. It's just right to the meat of the matter. It's not months of hanging around or learning this or finding out anything. It's just this van doesn't work.
Scott's going to sacrifice you, Brian.
Yeah.
Right.
It's just this van stopped working. I need gas for this van. Okay, well let's go over here. It's surrounded by zombies and people who want to shoot us to get the food we have or whatever. Like it's just go. Everything's falling apart. Now's the time to react. It's not long drawn out character study. And if you like that part of zombie genre horror, then you're going to like this, I think. If you don't like any of this stuff I'm talking about, then probably steer clear because it's pretty hardcore. But it's a very self-serious effort to tell a early on in an outbreak kind of story. There's some military stuff. There's some people you're sure you're going to have around the whole time that die in ways you're like, what the frickin' crap? I don't want to give anything away, but I just will give you a name. and a reference. So I'm going to say Barbara and the window. That's all I'm going to say. You'll know what it is when you see it.
Okay.
But you won't know until you see it. Okay, so it's not a spoiler.
That's funny.
I really liked it. 8 episodes, had a great time. I'm glad there's a season 2. It's pretty dark, but I like this stuff, so it was, for me it was like, oh, what's this? And I just devoured it. I freaking ripped through those 8 episodes and as quickly as I could because I liked it so much. So
that's cool.
Yeah,
I'm putting it on my Netflix list right now.
Black Summer season 2 coming soon.
Black Summer.
Yeah.
Tell everybody to put the box on. Everybody put the box on. The robot box.
Box on.
Sorry.
Box on.
Get the box.
The problem is my in-laws have been with us for like a month.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
And it was like
right. You could have stopped with that was the problem.
Yeah.
And not even have to go any further than that.
Yeah, we know all about it. All right, Nicole, it's in your court. What do you have for us?
Okay, I'm just gonna put it in because last time it was all choppy, so it'll probably sound better.
All right.
I've recommended this before. I'm only recommending it because a new season is out and I've been waiting for a while. And that's all I've been watching right now because life is a little depressing at the moment, so I need to laugh at night.
All right.
I'm not scrolling, so
let's see what you're laughing at here. I'm hitting play. Here we go.
This is our wedding night. And now our lives are ruined.
Because of your motel balcony, we haven't even been able to consummate our marriage.
I mean, we do some stuff.
Yeah, but not the stuff. Although the stuff we have been doing has been really nice.
I really appreciate the effort you put in.
Excuse me. That's just the universal sign for stop talking.
This may not be the amount you were hoping for, but this is the best the motel can offer.
$2 million.
$2 million.
$2 million.
Oh my God.
$2 million.
That's not our official response. We're gonna mull it over and we'll get back to you.
No, we're not.
No, we want it.
All right, I've been hearing
I don't know what it is, but it sounds hilarious.
Everybody and their dog has been telling Kim and I to watch this show, so tell us about it.
So this is season 3 of Life in Pieces. It's on Hulu. I adore this show so much.
How did I not recognize that? That's funny. I love that show.
So at the end of season 2, the couple you were just listening to, they get married, and she falls off the balcony.
Oh, right. Yes.
And so now they're in like discussion with the motel. It's just so funny. I love it so much.
It's a great show. It's got Betsy Brandt from Breaking Bad.
What's her name?
Tom Hanks's son.
Colin Hanks is
Colin
in it.
Hanks.
I love Colin Hanks.
Very neurotic and funny. And
Brolin, Daddy Brolin, and
what's the woman from Parenthood?
Yeah, the actress.
The actress.
Oh, the TV show or the movie?
She had the vibrator. I can't remember her name. Oh no. Anyway, she's coupled, and it's funny because I've seen the two of them. What is with my house this morning? Dougie, get out of here.
What are they doing?
I like Dougie.
Oh, I thought they were I thought they were doing a little
Stocky.
humpty hump.
They're fighting in the back.
Doofus Dougie.
Yeah.
Can I just do my podcast, please?
Look, Mom.
Diane Weiss, by the way. Diane Weiss.
Yes.
Oh, Diane Weiss. I like her.
Yeah, so she's the mother, grandmother, and it's her 3 kids and their spouses and their children. And so the show breaks it up into 4 parts, and it's really funny, clever. I laugh so hard. I think my favorite character, the one where I laugh the most, is so I think she's the middle. Her husband, who's a doctor, and he's kind of bald, and he's hilarious. He is so funny, and I think he just kind of is on the side.
Too. Yeah. Dan Bacadal, but you've seen him in like Veep. He's the most crass character you'll ever hear in Veep.
I watched an episode last night where the spouses, all 3 of the spouses, they get together and they're like, we're not going to go over to their house 2 nights a week. We're going to take our nights back. And they try to band together against the family. It's hilarious.
I love that show. And that show's finally coming back. Like Tina and I have been talking, wondering when the
Veep?
season premiere is going to be. Well, Veep is back, but Life in Pieces season 4 is starting April 18th, tomorrow.
Which is why they would release season 3 on Hulu, because they like to wait a year.
They do, exactly.
Please just give me the show. I just want to watch it.
Those butts. Yeah,
But it's great.
Everyone says watch this, and I haven't watched it. So I'm going to watch it now.
Hilarious.
I guess I was waiting for a recommendal from you, and now I've got it.
Well, that's my second time I've recommended it. The first time was when the second season was out last year. So I'm recommending it again now that the third season is out.
That must be why it's familiar, us trying to figure out who Diane Weiss is again, because I think we did that last time.
We might have, yeah.
Yeah. I have some feeling that I've talked about Diane Weiss in that exact same way. It's weird. By the way, I did a little looking just so people know. Canopy, we talked about earlier, Brian, the streaming service.
The app that had.
It seems awesome. They've got tons of stuff in here, like really good stuff, like big movies, important movies, documentaries that I would love. I may have to check this out and do an add-on or something.
So it's more like okay.
I hadn't heard of it, but it seems all right. I mean, it's got Netflix style stuff, but it's also like
it's Canopy, right?
K-N-O-P-Y.
K-N-O-P-Y, okay.
Yeah, it's Mortal Kombat spelling. That's what they got going there.
Mortal
Canopy!
I totally forgot Diane Weiss was in Lost Boys, one of my favorite movies of all time.
Oh, that's right. I knew she was the mom of something.
Yes.
Like she and Brolin were mom and dad in not The Big Sick, but also some other.
No, it was The Big Sick.
Was it? Big
No,
Sick?
there was something else too. I saw it was something else besides that though.
The mom and dad were, everybody
no,
was
you're right. You're right. It
Ray
wasn't
Romano and.
What was it?
What movie was it? Because I've seen them couple before.
That's a terrible Ray Romano. It's a terrible one. That's not good.
That's what I was trying to
that was Gidget. Gidget is in the chat room.
Yeah, Gidget is in the chat room. She's always in here. She's always in here
She's
hanging
the one
out.
that told me reminded me about the Lost Boys.
Chat room saying that the Canopy thing they've been recommending to me forever, and I didn't know. And they get 6 movies a month for free. It's like the library.
This is with your library card. Yeah.
I didn't know.
This is good.
I feel like I haven't heard any of this, but they're all claiming they've told me 10 times. I don't know. I don't know. I don't always read the chat, as you guys may know.
Yeah.
All right.
Hey guys. No, that wasn't really. What was it?
Oh, everybody loves my brother.
All right. Well done. These are good recommendations. If you want to follow Nicole's Twitter account, Nicole's Bag, she will repeat them while robot cardboard flows through her home. Nicole, have a fantastic day. We'll see you next time. Bye. Can somebody cap that? Somebody clip that for me, please. That was really funny. She put up her hands and everything.
Oh, no.
I didn't mean to do it.
That was really funny.
Whew. All right. That was hilarious. Okay, we're out of here almost. I got a bonus mashup to play today.
Cool.
From our good buddy.
We're not going to find out what Nicole wanted to say?
No, I have no idea. She'll have to tell us after the fact, I guess.
I guess so, yeah.
Here it is. This is a word of the day. I'm nervous about playing this, by the way.
I love these. I kind of missed this from the early days.
Maybe. I mean, I do too, but at the same time, I think I was like, hey, you guys, look at this dumb thing I found. Okay. Like it was one of the most radio things that we did. And so I may like this. I may not. I don't know, but I'm going to play it. Here's almost 2 minutes of it. Sure. Here you go. The word of the day is associates. Now, what is the word of the day, Brian? You might ask.
What is the word of the day?
It's a freaking word I hate. It's words I freaking hate. And we're going to bring them up every week. And we're going to talk about, ever so briefly, why these words suck and should be stricken from the dictionary. The word associates makes my pee green. And I'm not kidding. I freaking hate that word. Scrotum. That's right. Scrotum. Say it too many times. And Bloody Mary.
Candyman comes out. And
the bloody scrotum comes out.
That's right.
Syllabus. Say it with me. Syllabus. Syllabus. That's the stupidest word ever. And every time I had a college professor go, now if I could direct your attention to the syllabus. Durka. I don't like that. Asperger's. do we really, and I know it's named after the dude who coined it or came up with the diagnosis or whatever, but do we really want to add a little insult to injury? Do I want to pour salt in the wound by saying, okay, you've got this social disorder.
That's right.
And we're going to call it Asperger's.
Yeah.
And I know it's Asperger's, like burger.
Asperger's, right.
I don't care, dude. The word ass is in it, and burger says burger at the end. Hankering. Like, as in, I'll use it in a sentence. Brian, I'm hankering for a cocktail weenie. And then you would say, please don't use hankering as a word.
Yeah, hankering.
Webinar. That's right, webinar. It's not even a real word, but people are using it far too often. I get invited to webinars every day, and every day I turn them down.
I hate that term.
It's terrible.
Webinar.
We'd like to get you in a webinar and show you what kind of synergy we're working on between partners for the like that just makes me want to fart blood. Moist.
Yeah, well.
Suggested by Andy.
Agree completely.
Yeah, I agree with this one. Moist is gross. Let's think of the worst way it can get used in a sentence.
Followed by the word scrotum.
Yeah. You got to get that checked. If you got a moist scrotum, you want to go get that looked at. Oh my gosh. You know what was weird about that is you had a much more canny sound to you.
Yeah, I was a little bit bassier. It was
Wow. That was weird.
Yeah.
I don't know.
It was weird.
Don't know what I expected, but
good. I sound better these days, folks.
Yeah.
Way better these days.
Way better.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, better. He sounds better. All right, that's it for the show. Went a little long today, but we enjoyed the hell out of it. We hope you did as well. If you liked what you heard, support us at Patreon, patreon.com/TMS. We'd love that. Find everything else you need about us, either Googling us, it's super simple, or you can just go to frogpants.com/TMS. And again,
we just tell people to Google us if they wanted more information about us.
It totally works. If you just go morning stream, look at this, what you get. First thing you get.
Follow our Wikipedia page.
You get the morning stream frog pants. You click on that and it tells you about all the stuff you get.
Nice.
Anyway, so do that and then check out Viva TMS Vegas a little bit later today with all the schedule updates for the weekend if you are coming to visit us in Vegas. Yeah. That is all I have,
That
Brian.
updated. I'll get that updated after Coverville. Coverville's coming first, though. Curation episode of Coverville.
It's Wednesday. He's in love. You have to do it. I understand.
I wish that the two had covered each other at some point. That would be great. Like, you know, have the Cure cover Erasure, the Erasure cover the Cure.
Did they ever open for one another or do anything like that?
Not to my knowledge. They might have. They might have appeared on one of the, as part of one of those 80s groups. Where are they now? Kind of things, but.
Behind the Music. That show still on?
Exactly.
That I think I can watch?
No, not to my knowledge.
All right, great. Well, Brian, why don't you lay a little music at my feet and let's see if I like it.
This song is available, and Tom Walter writes in and says, quote, "On the day I was born, April 17th, 1971, Canadian vocalist and composer Carmen Lombardo died. Today, my birthday wish is to honor us both with a cover of Jungle Drums written by Carmen Lombardo and Charles O'Flynn and performed by the Surfers. May the song bring out your inner jungle cat in each and every one of you."
Is it this butthole Surfers or just the Surfers?
Just the Surfers, not the Butthole Surfers. This is very much not the Butthole Surfers when you hear this song. As a matter of fact, this is going to take you to some tropical island with a Mai Tai in your hand or a virgin, wink, pina colada, sitting in a lawn chair, sitting on a towel on the beach. You'll like this. Now, the song originally was done by Conchita Banos de Alvarez back in 1928, but written by Carmen Lombardo. And the Surfers did a what surprised me is how late a version the Surfers did of this when you look at like all the versions that have been released of this song. Anyway, here are the Surfers with their cover of Jungle Drums.
Nice. See you guys tomorrow. Therapy Thursday and all that. Come on back then. You hear? This show is part of the Frog Pants Network. Frog Pants Network. Get more shows like this at frogpants.com.
Wow. As of about 10 minutes ago, they've captured the woman they were searching for in Denver, and she is dead.
Oh.
Don't know